I just quickly wanted to make a point about code repositories and their use with projects. In the past, I think we've often thought of code repositories as a place where we take the code and toss it over the wall into the SVN dump of code stuff, and then we move on to the next project. I really think things have moved along since then, and mostly because we've seen what might have been traditionally SourceForge, and SourceForge has come on massively over the years, but also then the new sets of code repositories, including Google Code, GitHub, Hudson, and several others that are really starting to make the difference. And the point that I wanted to ask is where we might have started with SVN, which was just a big dump, all of a sudden all of these systems have started to add on things like wikis and issue checking and social aspects for sharing code, and it's the social thing that I think is really the most important. And I think GitHub's probably done one of the best, and things have really moved along in terms of time. And the point I want to make is that all the tools, it's not just about any longer a single place to dump code over the wall, but rather the fact that things like Mercurial have enabled branching, as well as GitHub, as well as sharing of code. We've got other tools, and again, the primary one I think is the social aspects of sharing the code and getting a conversation going about the code so the code becomes better via a peer-to-peer discussion. Versioning obviously has come along and made it easier. Hudson's one of the best at this in terms of being able to know what's been updated and how well is it doing, and being able to compete on that. Planning, using the wiki or using other tags inside of the wiki systems to be able to plan the actual roadmap of the projects. Commenting, of course, has come along with issue checking and ticketing, hence the other one point here is the issue ticketing's really come. I really enjoy Google Code's issue ticketing. Tagging, of course, has become a massive part in terms of being able to use tags to organize a project and assign work and get things done. Camp Base is a great one for that. Announcing stuff really enables announcing because you're getting a much louder audience by being able to use your code and people looking up. I've got great Google Analytics on my Google Code instance on what's happening there. And then, of course, the code bit, which there's some fantastic things. Of course, the funny thing is I've realized, is I use my Google Code, but as you'll notice up here in the tabs, I don't actually have a source trunk branch. Well, I might have a little bit of code that I've used to script something here or there. For the most part, the point I'm making is that code repositories are now so much more in terms of the number of tools they have that they're actually just great for projects, full stop. It doesn't have to be about the code. And in fact, the tools, the systems, the patterns, the processes that all these systems add now, they're fantastic just for projects, and you don't have to be doing code to be using a code repository and all of its tools. So I'd really encourage people, you know what, go have a look at one of these different so-called code repositories, or rather what I'd call project management systems, and start to use them because they really are brilliant and they give you so much for free and really enable you to do a lot. So yeah, have fun. Later.